Once in every generation, there comes a talent so great that their gifts become the reference for that timeline. In the 80s and early 90s, that talent was the great Brenda Fassie, and in the late 90s and early 2000s, another star was born, a powerhouse vocalist, a phenomenal dancer and performer, a burgeoning actress, feminist icon, and style and fashion idol. Lebo Mathosa was a queen, and we were her underlings, merely grateful for the chance to bask in her glory and witness her grandeur, a unicorn in a quadruple threat. What couldn't she do?
I just wanna feel good.
Lebo Mathosa was an iconic South African singer and performer. Born in July 17th in Davidton, she began singing at the age of 7 years old in her local church. At the age of 14, she was discovered by a DJ and soon joined the group Boom Shaka. The group was formed in 1993 during the final years of apartheid, and their music quickly became the voice of the youth in a changing nation. The group was composed of Lebo Mathosa, Thembi Junior Sokela, and Theo Nhlengetwa, and Lebo was the standout member, the Beyonce of the group, due to her electrifying stage presence and vocals. Their music resonated with young people who were grappling with the new realities of a post-apartheid South Africa, providing a soundtrack for freedom and empowerment. Their music became an instant hit and played a crucial role in popularizing kwaito music, showcased their ability to mix local sounds with global influences, appealing to both South African audiences and the broader African continent. They also made waves not just for their catchy beats, but for their provocative, fearless attitude, and most notable, their fashion choices and energetic stage performances that challenged societal norms and inspired a generation of South Africans. Boom Shaka's success represented a new era of African music. Their blend of international music influences of local traditions created a distinct sound that resonated far beyond the borders of South Africa. Lebo Mathosa's contribution during this period was instrumental in shaping the group's identity, as her commanding stage presence and powerful vocals drew attention both at home and internationally. Lebo Mathosa was known as one of the most fearless and versatile artists in South African music. Her work with Boom Shaka laid the groundwork for her solo career, and the group remains one of the most iconic kwaito acts to this day. Through her music and bold performances, Lebo became a symbol of liberation, freedom, and female empowerment in South Africa at the time when the country was still coming to terms with its newfound democracy. Her music represented a generation of youth navigating a post-apartheid world, and her daring fashion choices and dynamic performances influenced both music and culture. Lebo's ability to blend kwaito with pop, dance, and even R&B showed her versatility, and she paved the way for the future female artists to follow in her footsteps. Lebo Mathosa continues to be remembered as a cultural icon who reshaped the South African music industry. Her contribution to Boom Shaka remained a defining chapter in kwaito's history, while her solo career showcased her unique artistry and charisma. After leaving Boom Shaka to pursue a solo career in 2000, she released an EP titled Intro that served as a reintroduction of her as a solo star. This project included staple song Zodio, which became a hit and went on to be known as her signature sound. The song had that classic early 2000 kwaito progressions with light melodic bass and string manipulations. The production of the song is one so distinct and such a nod to the golden age of the kwaito genre. And as usual, Lebo's vocals elevated the song. And if I'm being honest, as a kid, this song freaked me out. More so the part where she sings of the haunting, that really did a number on me. But in context, and if I'm roughly translating the song, Zodio is about a freeloader who sleeps or rather is always sleeping during the day and up at night, living off of other people, which makes them believe that maybe he might be haunted. The song remains a fan favorite till today and showcased her energetic and bold solo star power and prepared the rest of the country for what was to come from Lebo Mathosa, the solo star. Dream, Lebo's debut solo album, followed after. This was a pivotal moment in her career as she transitioned from being a part of a group to an individual artist, stepping into the limelight with her own vision. A little fun fact about this album is that the Simpiwe Dana co-wrote about 4 songs from this project. Dream consisted of 11 tracks, notable ones being Ntoza Bantu and Spiritual Freedom. I also like how the album opens with a quick intro track that is short and titled Dream. It is a conversational track, and in the talking parts, she insists on practicing singing before she can actually record, where she goes on to showcase how much of a powerhouse vocalist she is. Ntoza Bantu became a massive hit and was an empowering anthem that showed her artistic growth, made people dance. When roughly translated, Ntoza Bantu means other people's things, and this track is a socially conscious song that calls out other people to mind their own business, stay out of other people's businesses, stop hurting each other, committing crime, and seeing each other's humanity. It was a danceable track with uplifting and hopeful messaging. The song Spiritual Freedom, on the other hand, was giving R&B and neo-soul vibes. This mid-tempo motivational song about being your truest self, it incorporated so much Western elements in it. The production of the entire album honestly was so versatile. It incorporated elements of hip-hop, dance, and kwaito on the more upbeat songs, and R&B, neo-soul, and acoustic Afro-pop styles on the mid-tempo songs. Even the subject matter ranged from God and religion to socially conscious and love and heartbreak. Dream established Lebo as a trailblazer in the music scene, showcasing her ability to tackle serious themes while keeping a distinct style that is rooted in South African culture. It also showcased her vocal power and dynamic stage persona while marking her artistic growth and proving that she could carry the same energy from Boom Shaka into a solo project. And for this album, she won 3 South African Music Awards. 2004, she released her sophomore album, Drama Queen. This project showcased her versatility and cemented her place as a top solo act in the South African music scene. The album became even bigger than the previous one, pushing the envelope even further as she incorporated house and Afro-pop styles. Drama Queen had 13 tracks that included smash hit song Audede, an upbeat signature kwaito song that became her biggest hit. When roughly translated, Audede means move. It carries another socially conscious messaging about the hardships of life, likening it to war, never giving up on your dreams, to keep moving until you reach them. This catchy kwaito track is to this day one of her signature anthems for its massive dance club vibes and for its motivational, quotable lyrics. Another smash hit that came out of this album was I Love Music, a classic house track that is still a fan favorite to this day. Her delivery in this song is one of those standout, memorable, and appreciated by both house lovers and non-fans. This song shaped the landscape of South African house music with its chill mid-tempo vibes and catchy, crispy lyrics. Unlike Dream, Drama Queen leaned heavily into dance music, playing with kwaito and house interchangeably, with hints and elements of funk, disco, and dancehall. Drama Queen was pivotal in solidifying her legacy as it fully showcased her versatility as both singer and performer. She was not afraid to experiment with genres, and this album was a testimony to her wide appeal, cementing her as a symbol of South African music innovation. Drama Queen also earned her a South African Music Award for Best Dance Album. Top favorite songs from this album include Audede, I Love Music, Ma Africa, Dangerous, and Happiness. 2006, she released Lioness, a final album. It earned her a British Mobile nomination as her star power was rising. African, taking her outside the borders of South Africa. This album incorporated her signature kwaito sound, but it also had house, R&B, and dancehall in it. Brand New Day is another house classic song that is loved and celebrated to this day. This popular dance number was such a summer hit, with lyrics that celebrated the dawn of a new day and all the beautiful things that it brings. I also love the song Siyaziwisa, a kwaito track about life in the townships. The song Siyazala Kanjani has that signature mbaqanga guitar picking, while Make Way is a dancehall song. Lioness was sonically diverse and vocally dynamic. She incorporated different genres and music styles and managed to shine through each one. She pushed boundaries and refused to be put in a box. I love how she was genreless in most of her projects. Her talent spanned beyond kwaito, and outside of the great Brenda Fassie, her voice is one of a generation and rivaled by none. Honorable track mentions include the song Free of Boom Shaka. It has such notable and significant Lebo vocals. The song was about heartbreak and wanting to break free of it. It's such a beautiful song. Another notable track is Mahasman by kwaito legends Trumpis featuring Lebo. She has one of the best verses in that song. And lastly, Benga, a song by musical group Shana that comprised of Young Black Coffee, Shota, and Demore featuring Lebo. That song is epic. Lebo's talents weren't confined to music. She also made a name for herself in acting, appearing in local television series and films, expanding her reach and influence beyond the stage. As a dancer, she was unparalleled. Known for her high-octane performances, she revolutionized how kwaito artists incorporated dance into their music, creating a symbiotic relationship between the two art forms that inspired a generation of performers. Her feminism was another key element of her persona in a male-dominated industry. Lebo's powerful voice spoke for women who were often marginalized. She broke the mold by embracing her sexuality, confidence, and independence. Through her music, style, and public persona, she challenged traditional gender roles and became a symbol for modern African womanhood. Lebo's untimely death left a significant void in the music industry, but her fearless spirit and boundary-pushing style continue to inspire artists and fans alike. Her legacy as a bold, pioneering force in South African music will forever be remembered. Her legacy transcends music. She was one of the most influential women in South African music, pushing the boundaries of kwaito and pop music while representing the strength and vibrancy of African women. Her energetic performances, often featuring dance routines that could rival any international artist, set the standard for stage presence in South Africa. Her bold fashion sense, characterized by daring outfits and ever-changing hairstyles, made her a style icon. This fearless approach to her image mirrored her music, provocative, unapologetic, and always forward-thinking. Lebo also served as an inspiration for the next generation of South African artists, many of whom looked to her as a role model for how to command attention in a male-dominated industry. She is one of the pioneers who helped shape the country's modern music landscape. Lebo Mathosa is remembered as a groundbreaking artist who helped bring South African music to the global stage. Her ability to mix genres like kwaito, pop, dancehall, and house music while addressing themes such as empowerment, resilience, and love made her a universal figure. Her impact goes beyond just her discography. Her influence on style, performance art, and the portrayal of African women in media continues to be felt today. Her legacy as a cultural icon lives on, as her music still inspired both artists and fans alike.